What's up, guys? Welcome back to the T-Sod channel. It's your boy Sean, and I'm glad to be back with you guys. Hey, so on today's episode, we're gonna be talking about grip, all right? Grip for your pistol, for your magazine, whatever. We're actually gonna be doing a install on some grip tape on one of my pistols here, as well as we also got some textured grip for one of my handy dandy magazines. So you're not gonna wanna miss this. You're gonna wanna stay tuned all the way to the end of today's episode, all right? I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. And oh, by the way, before we get into today's video of the install of this grip tape, I just want to say that there's a ton of viewers that are not actually subscribed to my channel. I get a ton of views from people that aren't subscribed, just like you. So if you could just take a quick second to just hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell for all notifications, that would help me out a ton with helping the channel grow, okay? So with that being said, let's get into today's video. All right, so we're gonna actually start out with these little hand grips here from a company called Handle It, all right? They've been around for a little while now, and they've been making some really awesome grips, all right? I have it on my, my everyday carry pistol, my G43X, so I'll be showing you guys that, as well as, you know, you may want to actually install this for just for the range or for competition, or even just for everyday carry like I do. So we're going to be showing you one of their products here, an install on this, this little 10 round, right? Not 30 round PMAG here, just to get you a little bit of extra grip on those reloads, speed reloads. So I'll be showing you that as well. We're gonna be showing you this install of this pretty awesome grip tape. Now this stuff is sticky. Well, really it's more like sandpaper, but it grips really well. This grip tape is from a company called Talon Grips. Now I know they've been on the market for a hot minute because I've used their stuff even back in the day, all right? So Talon Grip, this is their 5" by 7" granulate texture, talongrips.com. It basically comes in this little envelope here, just like this. It comes with a little alcohol pad and a cool little Talon Grip sticker. So I'm gonna show you how basically I install it. All right, guys, so we're gonna be starting out with this little 10 round PMAG here and Handle It's grips. I installed this on another one. It actually works really, really well. And I've actually been saving this one for just like a little demo video, just to show you how easy it is to install. So biggest thing is you need to get the right kit for your specific magazine, whether it's a PMAG, whether it's like an old school metal aluminum mag, whatever, just make sure you get the right one. All right, so Handle It grips, here it is. And it's very, very simple. All of these little pieces and components, they're all cut out for exactly where they need to go in these little rectangles or whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna just start out by using some materials, and probably should have covered this early, but a couple of things that you're gonna want before you do either the mag grip install or the pistol grip install here, all right, is some alcohol just to clean off any oil so that the adhesive, the grip tape sticks to it. With the Talon Grip, yes, you can buy them specifically cut out for that pistol, or you can just get grip tape and you can get as crazy as you want with it. Some paper, obviously, so you can make a template and trace everything out. Little box cutter, and we got a little pair of scissors here. And obviously, you know, a cloth to wipe everything down. So what we're gonna start out with doing is basically getting this bad boy nice and clean, getting it free of any oils and anything like that that's gonna prevent the grip tape from actually sticking to it. So clean it off really good, wipe it down just like this. As you can see here, that alcohol is already starting to just disappear or evaporate. Put a little bit more here, all right? And again, I'm just wiping everything down. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this first is because I want to be able to set this down and let that alcohol kind of dry, let the mag dry out. So I think that's pretty good. It looks generally clean right here as you can see it. And we'll just set that over there off to the side. Let it air out. I mean, you really only need to let it sit for, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute in normal temperature. If it's colder, you may want to let it sit a little bit longer, but 30 seconds to a minute should be just fine, guys. Okay, so let's crack this bad boy open. And so you can see it comes in this nice little package. And it basically comes in this little sheet of paper here with these little squares, rectangles, whatever you want to call it, already cut out. So all I'm gonna do is basically just kind of take a look at it, see sort of where these might fit. And they generally all look, you know, they look like they fit like right on there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel off. We're gonna start with these right here at the top. Again, it's not rocket science, guys. It really isn't. It's not rocket science. So this right here, I'm just gonna hold it up. This looks about right where it should go. And I'm just gonna place that on there. Make sure I got it nice and centered. Now, the biggest thing here is that you wanna make sure that those pieces fit inside the grooves so that they're not overlapping. If it's not seated firmly or seated flush, more than likely over time of using this, these are gonna start to peel away. So get it on there, push on it firmly just like this, and boom, there you go. So I'm gonna fast forward through this video because I don't wanna, you know, waste 5 minutes of you guys watching me put these stickers on, but I'm gonna show you here the end product here in a minute. What I have right here is basically one side of this, this PMAG filled out. Here on the other side, I just need to put the rest of these there, but already I can feel it. I can feel, you know, just that little bit of extra grip here. Now, I know many of you probably watching the video are like, dude, why would you even waste money on that? Now, for gun enthusiasts, whether it's for competition shooting, whatever range, or you're just that guy or gal that just really wants to have, you know, the absolute best grip whatsoever. So you know 100% that you're gonna have positive control of that magazine for that speed reload, whatever. Do you really need, you know, the grip? You don't, right? We probably all use these just as they're built all the time, but you know, it's one of those things where you get that accessory and you're like, oh my God, this is a game changer. I love this, you know? So it just changes up the feel and it makes it more of a positive grip. So that's why people throw it on there. It's fairly inexpensive, somewhere in like the $20-something range. Guys, go on over to Handlet Grips, check it out. So I'm gonna finish installing the other side of this mag here, and then I'll show you the finished product, all right? Okay guys, so here it is. It is, you know, fully installed. I've got all the grips here. And I mean, it just makes the magazine look cooler. And again, it adds a little bit more positive grip to the magazine. And it's super easy to install. It's inexpensive. I don't know. I like it. It makes my magazine stand out for sure. And just about anybody can install this thing. All right, guys. So that is it. That's it for the Handlet, you know, PMAG grip install. I like it. It's good. Okay, so now it's time to actually install the Talon grip tape here on my Sigma 9, my Smith Wesson Sigma 9mm. All right, so what we're gonna do, again, just like with the PMAG here, we're gonna wipe it down, get it nice and clean, get all the oil off of it. And then from there, we're gonna start to use this little piece of paper here to kind of draw a template of exactly how I wanna, you know, put this grip tape on here. So let's do that. So one consideration when you're installing grip tape is to really kind of get that pistol in your grip and figure out like what your points of contact are on that pistol. And it should be roughly the same for most modern day semi-automatic pistols. You've got your sort of primary firing hand right here. That's gonna kind of go around the lower frame, around the back strap and the side straps as well. So we know we want some grip maybe up here. We definitely know we want some grip on the sides. Now, when it comes to this stippling, all right, or this like artificial grip that they try to build into it, it really is shooter preference on whether or not you wanna put grip tape around that. I personally like the feel of some of the stippling on some of these pistols. So for me personally, I like to leave these exposed because again, it just offers me a little bit more grip. But a lot of times on the side of the frame or the side straps, it can be slick. And when you're out there, you know, maybe doing a competition shoot or you're just out there on the range, it's hot, it's the middle of the summer, your hands start to get sweaty and things like that. You want as much grip as possible because we know that grip is crucial for accuracy and speed and everything else when it comes to shooting and marksmanship as a whole. So anything that's gonna give us an advantage in that department to get a faster, cleaner grip that you can hold longer, I'm all about it, all right? So what we're gonna do, at least for this pistol, is we're gonna cut out and put some of the grip tape here on the side straps, right? I'm not gonna worry too much about the front or the back strap area. I do like the stippling here, the grip that's back here. So I'm gonna basically use this little piece of paper to kind of draw a template just on the sides primarily. Now again, you can do whatever the hell you wanna do with your pistol when it comes to grip tape. You can put it on the back strap, front strap, so on and so forth, but just make sure that it makes sense for you and it doesn't interfere with your hand placement or the operation of things like the magazine release and different safeties and things like that, whether it's a thumb safety or slide locks, things of that nature, all right? So make sure you kind of work through the problem set and actually plan it out before cutting it, and then all of a sudden you only have one sheet of grip tape, and then you just ruined it. Now you got to order another one from Talon or Amazon or wherever. All right. So we're going to plan this out via this piece of paper and see exactly how we want to kind of build this and then cut it out and then ultimately install it. All right. So let's go through that. All right, guys. So I've got my piece of paper here, and I'm going to lay this down on the desk. And what I want to do is I want to start to kind of crease. I want to crease out the frame. Where is the frame? Where does it sit? And I can use my pencil. I'm gonna place this down on the table here because it's much easier to work with. And I'm just gonna kind of run my fingers along the side of the frame here, right? Just gonna go on the side, right? And I'm just gonna kind of press on it a little bit. All right, I'm just gonna almost like make a mold of exactly what I'm gonna try to do here. So I'm gonna make this mold and I'm gonna look underneath. I know that I want it to come up about here, all right? And it's gonna come around here. And it doesn't have to be perfect as far as your sketch or your template, okay? Because you can make refinements pretty easy. All right, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an R on this for right side, all right? So just like that, right about there. Now, again, I know it's not perfect, but what I can do now is I can you probably want to be looking at it instead of having it backwards like I did, but either way, that's fine. So from there, what I can do is I can take my little scissors here and I can cut out that template of exactly how I want it to sit. I'm gonna cut this a little bit wider than normal. And the beauty of doing it this way is that, you can use as many pieces of printer paper as you want. And now when I sit this up here, just like this, okay, I'm really liking that template just there. I don't want the grip tape up too high. I want it just under or just where the kind of the frame or the side frame starts to really take definition there. I don't really want it too high up on the side of the frame. So right there is about good. That's actually not too bad at all. Now, since this has this little kind of crease right here, I'm gonna have to cut right there. I'm gonna have to use my razor or my scissors, whatever, and cut right in the middle. So that way that grip tape fits nice and snug. So I like the way this is looking for the right side. I'm gonna do the same thing for the left side here. And again, I'm looking at it from this section, and all I'm gonna do is basically just kind of mold it around, right? Just like so. And now I got some creases. As you can see here, got some creases, and that's right at the entry point to the magazine well. I'm gonna take my little pencil here and just right on the sides, you can do this with a marker too, all right? Marker, as you can see. Okay, I'm doing it with the marker. Again, just want it just underneath. And I'm gonna put a little L on there for left side. All right. So I'm gonna cut this one out again, and I can make refinements if I need to, not a big deal. All right. And honestly, some people don't even get that crazy with it. Some people just they just throw it on there and they just start taking the scissors and they just start cutting, all right? So as you can see here with the magazine release button, it sits right there. So what I'm gonna have to do is just take my pencil and notch that out. I'm gonna notch it out right about there. Okay, so cut that out just so I remember. Okay, boom. That's for my magazine mag release button. and it fits on there really, really good. Okay, so we've got our 2 templates made. Now we basically need to, what we can do is we can draw these right on the back side, because you've got the grip tape here on the in between the grip tape and the peeling or whatever, or excuse me, the I don't know what you would call it, basically the backing, right here, that's adhesive right there. So we're just gonna put this on here. I'm gonna use my pencil and I'm gonna draw it. You can use a ruler or you can just draw around the side, however you wanna do it. Actually, that did not work for me. Probably should have used a pen. So the pencil did not work. There you have it. So I'm gonna use this marker. So I know the marker will work. Okay, boom. So this is L for left side. So you guys can see it right here, okay? Same thing on the right side. There you have it. Got our templates. We're gonna start cutting now. Now, what I'm doing is I'm cutting on the inside of my marker, because if I cut on the outside, I'm gonna have a little bit too much. So I'm gonna cut on the inside. Now, there's a way to do this basically in all, sort of all one piece. If you want it to connect up here, there's a way to do that, but I decided I only want one on each side of the frame here. All right, so this is the left. One thing we need to do is cut out the notch for the magazine release. All right, there you have it. I've got left and right. So we're gonna install the right side first, which is this side. And we're actually gonna have to notch out the mag release as well on this side. Okay guys, so when you cut these out, you're still gonna have to make some refinements. You're still gonna have to make some adjustments. So as you see, I had to cut out a little notch here for, again, that magazine release button on the right side. And again, before you actually install it, you really wanna just kind of fit it on there, see how it fits, make sure that you're able to kind of have it wrap around, and everything sort of works as it's intended to work. So I think what I wanna do right now is kind of remove just a little bit here and take this out a little bit more. So this looks pretty good right here. What I'm gonna do now is, again, since I've been touching it a ton, I wanna do one last alcohol wipe down of this guy. I'm gonna let it sit for about a minute. All right guys, so I kind of had this backwards when I made the template, so I jacked that part up. Don't make that same mistake that I did. Luckily I have enough here on this 5x7 inch piece of grip tape. So I'm just gonna cut this out real quick and then start working on the left side, all right? Okay, so notch is good. You probably need to open it out just a little bit more. You round it just a little bit more. So I like where this piece is looking, and what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and wipe everything down, and we're gonna actually install these bad boys, okay? So one last wipe down, both the left and right side, or wherever you're installing the grip tape. And we're gonna let this sit for about, 45 seconds to a minute, and then we're gonna install our 2 pieces here of the grip tape. Okay, so it's been a minute now. We're gonna go ahead, so I'm gonna show you guys on this side here. Now, you don't wanna touch this thing too much, and it's good to find a reference point. See if I can show you guys right about the front edge, somewhere right around there. All right, so press from the front edge here and just kind of press your way back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a little section off of the back here. A little bit too much. And that's fine if you guys need to make adjustments, but here you go. Again, just kind of walking it back, making sure it kind of forms to the frame as much as possible. And what you can also do is heat this thing up. You can get a heat gun. I'm not gonna do it right now, but after the video, I'll take a little heat gun to it and just heat it up so that adhesive kind of gets a little bit warm, it gets a little bit more sticky, all right? And any sort of grooves or little pockets, just make sure you push in there. And here we go. This is the left side, and I can already feel it. It's like sandpaper grip right there, guys. Okay, so let's install the right side. Again, I'm gonna start kind of at the front. Hopefully I don't have to make any adjustments to it, trim anything. So we're gonna start sort of right. I want everything to start about right there. That's about good. Right there, again, push down in the grooves. And I want everything to fit nice and flush. Biggest thing is when I hit this magazine release button, it should not hit or touch any part of the grip tape, all right? Because that's gonna loosen it up and it's gonna end up falling off pretty quickly. Okay, so again, the only thing I wanna do is hit it with a blow dryer or heat gun, kind of warm up the adhesive. You don't have to do it, but you know, some people recommend it. I think it really helps that glue kind of loosen up and fill any little cracks and whatnot. Okay, so here is the final product, guys. And you can see, we just basically just showed you, did this install with you. You can do it, only takes like 10, maybe 15 minutes. But as you can see, I mean, man, that thing, I could just feel it right here. It sits in the palm of my hand and it's not moving. Even if my hands were to get sweaty, I would still have some really good grip on this pistol. So there you have it, okay? Show you guys grip tape install. Really, really simple. Same thing with the PMAG here, a little bit of added grip. This one is more of the rubberized grip. And I'll show you guys here on my everyday carry Glock 43X. I have handle it, you know, custom made grips, but they're you know, custom cut. You just basically buy them from Handle It. They're anywhere from like 20 to 30 bucks. And it already comes with the necessary template and cutout already there. So you basically just peel it off of the packaging and then just wrap it right around on your pistol. This one, it's good to use a heat gun. I did use a heat gun on this one when I installed it, and I've had it on here for well over a year. And as you can see, not peeling or anything, all right? And this is my everyday carry with the Handle It grips on there. So I'll show it to you guys here. It goes all the way along the back strap, side strap, goes up nice and high, and that's with the Handle It grips installed on this Glock. All right, guys, so, you know, short and to the point video. Once again, thank you for sticking around all the way to the end. Hey, don't forget to head on over to tsodshop.com. That way you can get this sweet merch, such as this hat, TSOD shirts, hoodies, so much more. And don't forget to, you know, hit that like button so that way viewers just like yourself can hopefully find a TSOD channel and it can help us grow. That's all I got for you on this video. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.